take care of myself. I do not give you permission to do this to me.
Where's your help?
Dad, please stop.
Oh, did you get in there for argument?
Can you stop hurting my ears? I want you to stop. I will even do oh, my head. You hurt me.
Go to the emergency room.
You punched me.
I pushed him. How can I be pushing him?
You punched me.
How could I be pushing him? I'm in this chair and I was washing. Mom, I was washing my hands. False accusing and false accusations as perjury.
Help me, please. I'm being abused by my father. I'm autistic. I can't take care of myself. And I'm being abused by him. I need help.
Is he on the floor with the police?
I don't know. He's tied on
I'm sorry, I didn't know. What? Is someone on the phone here?
You better stay here.
Please.
This is going to be real bullshit.
I know.
I need help. I want my dad arrested for abusing me.
I would love to help you, but I need to know where you are.
339 Morgan.
339 on Morgan? What's your name?
Andy Ditch. I'm autistic. I cannot take care of myself. My father's my caregiver. He makes medical and financial decisions for me.
Your name is Andy?
Andrew
Yeah,
Ditch.
all false information.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Okay, Andrew, how old are you?
I'm 36 years old.
37.
I want away from my daddy.
Daddy?
Yeah, Daddy.
I am being abused by my dad and I want away from him. I'm scared of him. I am autistic and I cannot take care of myself. What? I'm autistic. And I cannot take care of myself. And my daddy is hurting my ears and abusing me and harassing me and following me and then calling me and hurting me. He hurt my head.
You gotta go pee.
Hear that, Jen?
He hurt my head.
I'm hurting his head.
He is disabled. And you guys don't take my disability seriously.
Okay, Andrew, is this you?
Yeah.
Okay, calm down and come to me, okay? Are you at home at 339?
Yeah.
We should call him too and tell him what's going on. The same thing we called her about.
I'm scared of him and I want him to stop this and help me. Like he knows how. Okay.
Alright, bye-bye.
Bye. He's not doing it now, and now it's actually making me laugh.
Wanna go?
Funny when I call police, they stop.
Yeah, he's in the hallway. Did he make any damage? I don't think so. I just got through washing my hands and he started going apeshit. And Mom knew about it. She was ready to call it.
I don't feel comfortable. I want to be away from you, please.
He's really sick, Joe.
I gotta get up, go to the bathroom and hide away from you, guys, because I'm scared of how you guys play innocent.
Andy.
I don't want to see him anymore.
Andrew. He's in the bathroom. I just got down here, but
What's he doing in the bathroom? One in the bathroom or just locking himself in there?
I have no idea what he's planning on doing in the bathroom.
What's going on?
You can... Don't ask me. Andy's been starting up all night long and when he ran away and you guys weren't going to do anything. But Andy was blaming me and beating him up and pounding his head on the wall.
Right,
and I was washing my hands
Andy.
as I walked.
Andy!
It's Officer
Really bad.
Shachura. You come out?
I think he really needs to go.
Come on out, Andy. Okay, thank you.
I had to get changed.
Okay.
from a
Hey, Andy, can we go outside and talk?
Okay, Tucker, no
I
barking.
want away from them, please.
I don't see any damage.
None of he's banging his head against the wooden doors, but the point was is he's blaming me for it.
Did you say anything when he came back?
Not a word. I was washing my hands after taking care of Bentley's eyes, and he started, "Oh, I don't want you in here. I don't want you here. You're bothering me. I'm afraid of you," and all this garbage he does. You know how he is. And he started whacking his head. And Mom was out here, coming out here. She knew what was going on too. And he started going up and accusing me of crap, and started banging his head and trying to call the police. And I was beating him up, and he's afraid of me and all this stuff because his head hurts and all this other stuff. But I wasn't even near him, and you know that as well as I do. And I even showed you my hands were still wet. I was washing my hands when he was doing it. He's going crazy, trying to blame me. Because like Joe said, Andy wants to get me arrested.
He does want to get you arrested.
Even like Nathan told me a few weeks ago, remember?
Yeah.
Even though he wants me to help him and do things, he still wants to screw me. So why would I want to do anything for somebody like him? Give me one good reason. I think time to evict.
You've been saying that.
I've been saying it, but I think I'm getting really tired of it that no one wants to do anything. Maybe the only answer is to do it.
Yeah, that would be.
And then if something does happen, it's all on them.
Because either he's going to get you arrested or he's going to kill you. One of the two.
Well, he came close to trying to kill me earlier. Yes, Mom. Out there on the porch, but he didn't touch me. He was so angry and mad. It was. Ask Mom. How furious was Andy?
Bad.
It was so bad that I think if he came any closer, he would have torn me apart like a shredded wheat, like he did at ECMC several years ago on the floor.
Then tell the police officer that.
I did tell him earlier, and it didn't matter. The officer that called and was talking about nothing he could do about it or anything. Same with him if he gets hit by a car. So when you feel so bad, you already know that he's his attempt to go and try to kill himself or cross the street in front of a car. That if it was you, how would you feel if you hit somebody? It didn't matter. It has to happen.
Well,
first.
if the state doesn't allow them to send them to ECMC whenever they feel like.
That's just besides the point. I says, well, I guess we'll have to wait to see what happens. When he gets hurt, when everyone else gets hurt, I guess that's what they'll do something about it. So let it be. Nothing we can do.
I keep saying, evict him. See what happens. He doesn't think that you can evict him because of his disability. Yeah. We'll let the courts
his
decide.
Disability is the thing he thinks he's protecting. He has rights and all this stuff. He doesn't have a right to stay there. You don't even have a doctor. No. Nobody wants to be bothered to do anything. Should tell people that there's something wrong. Yeah. And a person can't even have a doctorate. He's went through in the last 2.5 years or whatever, 12 doctors.
And it's all happened in like 3 or so years. Other than that, it was a stable doctor, and you know.
And a stable job and a stable everything, but all of a sudden he went berserk. And you describe it and tell people that? No. It's autism and they can't do it. You heard the social worker at the CPEP guy over there. He said to you a few weeks ago. It was pathetic. And the other part was money. Just like if a guy is a fascist, crazy man with a machine gun, there's nothing they can do about it until they kill somebody.
Yep.
There's something wrong with the laws in the United States if that's the case. Something wrong with the doctors too that are diagnosing these people. Something real wrong with this whole country, like Mom says. There's no really saying sounds for any real crazy people like that. It's more than autism.
Yeah.
But don't you dare say that to Andy or say that to anybody like I did yesterday. Because holy macaroni, Andy goes off.
He might be recording us on his tablet.
I really don't care. He probably more than likely is. He records everything we do, 24/7. He does everything behind our back.
Because he wants to incriminate you. He wants to throw you in jail. Even though he says, no, I don't want that. Yeah, right.
And he already had a plan, even though this other guy wants to get him in a primary doctor. There's the same thing all these other agencies say. And then from there, go on to the specialist and wherever else he needs to do. Start all over. Don't even tell these doctors. And Andy's pissed off because Andy wants to listen to Jessica and Melinda that he needs to go to Erie County Medical to harass him every day, even for his pills and everything, no matter what, get in their face and bother him. Now, what does that cost? Them to get more angry and upset and do more things to him and everybody else. That's what he wants to be done. And that's what they want done. It's bullshit. And Andy's all upset because I didn't get a lawyer yet for him to sue Erie County Medical and all these other crap things. Guess what? He's got to have the money. or he's got to be willing to do lawsuits. But he needs a guardian before he can have any of this stuff done. And I'm not about to be his guardian. Ever. I had enough of Mr. Parent.
Weather Channel.
Yeah, it's a Weather Channel.
What's going on tonight?
Don't ask me, ask him. He's the one that went off the rocker since last night. Ask my wife.
Yeah.
And we called you earlier about him running away and doing things and nobody wanted to do anything about it. We come back, he's on the porch, and he said he wet himself and needs to let in. And when he got in here, he turned off the lights on her, and she's a crippled, and she's disabled, so she couldn't even walk around to see what she's in the dark. And it wasn't just doing the Google turning it off, because I could turn it back on verbally. He turned it off with the light switches, deliberately, and then he went out here, and I was washing my hands and banging his head and being angry because we won't do anything, we won't listen to him. We're not like the way we were, helping him, doing hygiene, giving him a bath, giving him his pills, feeding him, and doing all this baby nonsense that he wants, and getting him a lawyer and all this other blah blah stuff. And it all started after he had some guy from Niagara Street yesterday trying to help him, another agency, like everybody tells him, before he can start to get any help anywhere, he's got to start as a new slate, and they want to get him a primary. Andy's thing is his friends on the internet said, no, we want you to go and harass every day, go to Erie County Medical, harass these people until they do something about them, or put them in the hospital and put them in wherever he has to go for a home.
You know, that's not.
And I said, that's not going to work. That just gets him aggravated more. I know. I says, Andy, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I need meds. I says, well, when you get a primary, the primary can order that. Even the guy took all his medicines and which one he's running low because he's got one more week on him, and he's going to let the guy know, and he's going to try to rush it to get him into the doctor so we can get things rolling. Andy wants to derail everything like he always does.
Yeah.
And he's pissed off at me. But when he started accusing me, and I was here washing my hands, and I was taking care of my dog, he's got eye problems. And all of a sudden I hear him smashing the hell out of his head. I'm in the hallway right over there. And then starting to say, well, I'm going to accuse you, you abused me, you beat me up. And he called whatever dispatch it was, 911, and told them all a bunch of lies and crap. I figured this is it. I'm going to get him evicted for once and for all. And I'm not going to do what some of you guys were saying, that he's got nowhere else to go and just feel sorry for him. I think it's time for them to find out when he's on the street to wake up, to let him
Well, Lieutenant
go.
Schultz, our friend Nathan,
Yeah.
told my dad the
2
other
weeks
day
ago
that my brother is looking for anything to get my dad arrested.
It's probably not wrong.
No, he isn't wrong.
Yeah.
Because Andy admitted that probably about 20 years ago.
And he's afraid that my
That's
brother...
his intentions are. And you can ask my wife, because she was right there in the drive. It was one of the episodes that we had to have you guys here and then taser him to get him down, to get him the CPAP, because it was so bad.
Yeah, he's afraid that one day he's going to succeed.
I tell you, he was real
either
close.
that or something's going to seriously happen to
And
my dad.
I'll tell you, it was really close tonight. And you can ask my wife this. We're sitting on the porch when Andy came up.
What is that?
We're all set. You're all set.
Okay.
That Andy came this close of smashing the living the hell out of me. He was so ballistic and out of control. He took the glass of water, ice water I had on the porch on the ledge, and literally whipped it out in the street.
You're gonna be fine if he comes in and takes a shower.
Oh, I'm planning on going up like I always do and running and hiding from as much as I
Okay.
can. But if we can't even come through into the kitchen to get ready to even go upstairs, when we just come back, and we're the ones that had to leave him in because he's got a key, and don't ask me, he had 3 keys, and I don't know where any of them are, or he claims
Right,
he doesn't.
well, that's his fault.
Well, everything is his fault,
Yeah.
but he blames me and everyone
Keep
else.
going on your path that Lieutenant Schultz told you. That's all I can tell you.
Well, he's got to go.
You can't just keep putting this off. Problem's not going to go away by
No,
itself.
the problem is not going to go away with him. Now, what do they
only
mean,
way-
Jen? What do they mean they're all set with him?
I guess he's not gonna do it.
Oh,
Well, Jessica, if you want to call my dad to try to, make it sound like you're real, or call Doug to make it sound like you're real, how do you know if you're not? How do I know you're not a cyber bully of mine? And giving me all this information. How do I know that Amanda isn't a cyber bully? But if you're not willing to help, well, people are questioning you whether you're real or not. Why can't you help me? I don't want to talk to you, Jessica. If you can't help me understand why you're telling me but not telling these other people, I'm autistic and you're asking me to repeat information I'm not capable of doing. Because people aren't listening to me either. Okay, I'll talk later. Bye.